Hello students, welcome to class. In this session, I will discuss some basic fundamentals or you can say prerequisites which are needed before we move to the theory of computation. Okay, I will discuss some basic concepts regarding the symbols, alphabets, strings and languages in this session. Okay, so the fundamental of TOC, first thing I will discuss about is symbol. What is symbols? Okay, any representation with a unique form, single element means in atomic form, like 0 to 1, or sorry, 0 to not 0 to 1, it may be from 0 to 9, any single element. You can say that either 0 or 1 or 2 or up to 9, any single element that will be considered as a symbol. Or from lowercase a to z, okay, single unit a, B, C up to Z will be considered as a symbol. From A to Z uppercase, any element will be considered as a symbol. Okay. Apart from that, any symbol like plus, minus, into, divide, percentage, hash, at the rate, okay, or any symbol which you know or you can print on the screen, that will be considered as a symbols, that will be termed as a symbols for TOC point of view. Okay, then these symbols were used to represent the alphabet. Second is alphabet. What are the alphabets? Alphabets are a finite non-empty set of symbols. Okay, just I'll write the definition so that it will be easy to recall the things. Finite non-empty set of symbols. Okay, means there are symbols which were used in a alphabet. So how you represent the alphabet? Alphabet is denoted by the sign sigma. Okay, then what is the alphabet? Alphabet is a non-empty set, so it will be represented in the form of set of symbols. So symbols here I consider the 0 1. Okay, so what is this 0 1? This is the non-empty set of symbols. Okay, similarly you can also represent this in the form like sigma is equal to ab, like this. Okay, so this is what the alphabets are. Now the collection of these alphabets, or you can say that from the symbols from these alphabets, if we write them in a sequence, then it will be considered as a string. Okay, so next terminology for this will be string, string, string. So what is a string? A string is a sequence of symbol. Okay, sequence of symbols. So how we write the strings? We'll write the strings, we will generate the strings of only those elements which were given in the alphabet. So suppose there is an alphabet contains the symbols 0 comma 1, then what are the possible strings will be generated from this? That will be 0 1 0 0 1 1 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 1 1 0 1 1 0, etc. Okay, so all these are the strings. And in this, if we talk about the length of the string, the length of the string is the number of symbols present in a particular string will be its length. Okay, suppose the string of 001, the length of the string 001 is 3, length of this string is 2, length of this string is 1. Okay, like this. Fine. Now next terminology is language. What is language? Language is a finite set of string. Finite set of strings are called languages. Okay, so how you represent this? Languages will be represented by L. There is no such notations for representing the string, but for alphabet you have to represent it by the sigma, and language will be represented by the L. Okay, when the language, when what is the language then? Language is the finite set of strings. Okay, finite set of strings. So how can you can you consider some example? Okay, suppose, see, L 0 1 0 1 1 0 1 1 1 0 0 0. This is the set of strings, okay, which will be considered as a language. What is this? These are the collection of symbols which are called alphabet. Okay, sorry, not this. These are the collection of symbols which will be called alphabet. Okay, and the sequence of these symbols were called string. So here we have discussed the term that there is a symbol which were used in a to represent alphabet. These alphabets were used to represent, I'll just make like this. Okay, this will be used to represent, these alphabets were used to represent or create strings. Okay, and these strings, a collection of these strings or the set of strings are called languages. Okay, is this clear? Fine. Now um, there are there is a, if the language, if there is no such strings are available, then language will be called empty language. Okay, this will be called empty language. Fine. Now I'll discuss some more things in the with respect to the language. That, let me clear all this. Now I'll discuss about some of the operations which were performed on the string. Then I'll discuss some basic concepts related to the language. Okay, so the operations which we will perform over the strings will be, first operation is, let me write the thing, or wait, fine, operations on string. Okay, so what will be the first operation we can perform? First operation which we can perform on a string is concatenation. Okay, what we do this in this we concatenate two different strings. Okay, suppose there is a string x having a string contain the string Java, and there is another string that is a script. Okay, so if you concatenate x and y, it will give the result as Java script, or if we write it in the form of yx, it will give script Java. Okay, so this is what the concatenation rule says. Second is the second operation which we can perform on the string is substring. Okay, so what is the substring? Suppose there is a string name y will be script. Okay, suppose I have written this script as a passed as a string, then in this there may be a prefix or a suffix will be there, or whatever. If you want to print only the first three elements, then we can create a substring scr, or if you want to print last two elements, we will create string of pt, or even a single alphabet will be considered as a string, substring of the string script. This is also, s is also subscript, substring. Okay, t is also substring. So this is the concept of substring. Okay, now there is one more operation which I want to be disclosed here, is the clean operation. Okay, that is clean star of the string, KLEEN, clean star operation on the string. Okay, suppose there is, see how we represent the symbols. There is no way to represent the symbols. How we represent the alphabets? We represent the alphabets by sigma. We represent the string by w, and represent the language by l. Okay, this is how we represent the different terminologies. Fine. Then what is a clean star operation? See, remember that there are two types of operations. One is clean star and the second one is clean plus. I will discuss the things in a detail in the coming lectures. Okay, so what is the difference between the two? I think you are aware with the terminology, that is uh, whole number and the real numbers. Okay, natural number. Sorry, what is the difference between the whole number and natural number? See, whole number starts with 0 and continue with 1 2 3 4 like this. And what about natural number? Natural number starts with 1 2 3 like this. So what is the difference between the whole number and natural number? Whole number starts with 0 but natural number starts with 1. Okay, so the absence of 0 from the strings is natural number. The similar case is with the clean star and clean plus. Okay, suppose you have a set of suppose you have an alphabet. Wait, I'll just remove all this. Okay, suppose I'm talking about the clean star first and then fill, then clean plus. Okay, suppose there is a alphabet sigma contain the symbol 0 1, or this time I'll take the symbol as a ab. Okay, this is the symbols available on the sigma. So what are the possible strings with the clean star? The possible strings with to generate through the clean star will be a b a a b b a b b a and many more. Okay, but one more uh, you can say string or the element is added in this, and that is called epsilon. Epsilon means null. Okay, similarly if we talk about the clean plus, then clean plus contains the strings generated from clean plus will be a b a a b b a b a and too much. Okay, so what is the difference between the clean star and clean plus? The basic difference between the clean star and clean plus will is that there is a element named epsilon. Okay, okay, so epsilon is included in the clean star, but in a clean plus epsilon is not there. Okay, so this is the basic difference. If the concepts are still not clear to you with this, have a patience, because this is just a beginning. As we move on the chapters, and then if you solve some problems, then you come to know that how we are going to understand these things. Okay, so this is what the difference between the clean star and clean plus. Now there is one more concept, uh, we have to study, that is operations on the string. Okay, operations on the languages. Operations on languages. Till now we have discussed about the operation on the string, symbols, alphabets, string, languages, and operations on the string. What are different operations we have performed? We can perform, that is concatenation, substring, clean star, clean plus, and one more is left. I will discuss that just after completing the operations on language. Okay, so what are the possible operations we can perform on the language? One is union. Second operation is intersection. Third one is difference. So these are the basic and one more, that is concatenation. I'll just include that. Concatenation. So these are the four different operations which we are going to perform on the languages. Okay, now one operation which I forgot to mention here is a reversal. Okay, there is one more operation which we can perform on this, is reversal. So we can perform this operation also. What is the meaning of this? Suppose there is a string, suppose there is a you can say alphabet AB, which can pass a string, suppose AABB, and this is represented by W. Okay, then what is the reverse of this? Reverse of this is represented by W to the power R. Okay, so what is the reversal of this string? That this will be BBAA. Okay, so these are the some basic operations we have discussed on the strings. Okay, and similarly we have also discussed the operations on the languages. I will not go much in detail about these languages because all these things you are very well aware, and you have already studied these operations on discrete mathematics. Okay, so I will not go in much detail about this. When we are going to do some questions, at that time we will discuss all these things. Okay, thank you for this session. We'll meet in some next lecture.